Lou. Lou. Lou.
Thank you.
The council meeting of January 6, 2026 will now please come to order at 7:37 p.m. The audience is invited to join council in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Broussard.
Present.
Miss Carr.
Present.
Miss Gilchrist.
Here.
Mr. Limpert.
Present.
Mr. Madden.
Here.
Mr. Mari.
Here.
Mr. Scarl.
Present.
Mr. Shimsky.
Here.
Thank you. Before we get into our agenda, I just want to take a moment to welcome our newest member of council this evening, Maureen Carr. We are so glad to have her as a member of council, and I think that her personality is going to mesh very well with our existing members. And also an equally warm welcome to our new finance director, Keegan Radoff. Thank you, and welcome to your first official council meeting. If there are no additions or corrections, the council meeting minutes of December 16, 2026 are approved as written. There is only one item on the agenda being requested for suspension this evening, and that is Resolution 2026-3. Next, we need to take care of a couple of procedural items at the first meeting of the new year. So the first item is to adopt the rules of council. Is there a motion on the floor to adopt the rules of council?
Mr. President, I move to adopt the rules of council and ask for a second.
Second.
Thank you. Motion to adopt the rules of council made by Councilman Limpert, seconded by Councilman Scarl. Roll call, please.
Mr. Limpert.
Yes.
Mr. Scarl.
Yes.
Mr. Mari.
Yes.
Mr. Shimsky.
Yes.
Miss Carr.
Yes.
Miss Gilchrist.
Yes.
Mr. Madden.
Yes.
That motion passes by a vote of 7-0. Next, I will open the floor for nominations for President Pro Tempore. Are there any other, I'm sorry, floor is open for nominations.
Mr. President,
Councilman Lippert.
I was just so impressed with our pro temp experience last year that I'd like to nominate Councilman Scarl for President Pro Temp.
And I would like to second that.
All right. Any other nominations at this time? Okay, looks like you have no competition, Councilman.
Thank you.
Seeing none, the floor for nominations is closed. We will now do a roll call. When your name is called, please state the name of the person for whom you are casting your vote. Roll call, please.
Mr. Limpert.
Councilman Scarl,
Miss Gilchrist.
Councilman Scarl.
Mr. Madden.
Councilman Scarl.
Mr. Murray.
Councilman Scarl.
Mr. Scarl.
Councilman Scarl.
He's great. Mr. Shimsky.
Councilman Scarl.
Miss Carr.
Councilman Scarl.
Thank you. That motion passes by a vote of 7-0, and I would like to recognize that Councilman Scarl has received at least the 4 votes necessary to be appointed President Pro Tempore, and thank you for serving in that capacity the previous 4 years, and thank you for signing up for the next 4 years.
previous year.
Appreciate it. It's only been 1 year.
Oh, just
Previous
1
year.
year?
Yeah,
Okay.
1 year.
Just- you just-
Been here 4, but just 1 year for that.
Feels longer.
Appreciate everyone's support. Thank you very
Of
much.
course. Thank you. All right, moving into reports. Mayor Daley Jones, you have a report this evening.
I do, Mr. President. Happy New Year. Last month, our community experienced a profound loss with the passing of Officer Tony Smirk. Officer Smirk was more than a dedicated public servant. He was a valued colleague, a trusted protector, and a member of our extended city family. His loss is deeply felt across our police department, fire department, dispatch center, and throughout City Hall, and by our residents who knew and respected him. We honor Officer Smirk's memory with gratitude for his service and by standing in unwavering support of his family, friends, and coworkers during this difficult time. I want to acknowledge and thank our police, fire, EMS, and emergency dispatch personnel who remain on duty around the clock, protecting our community regardless of weather or holidays, including their recent response to the LaBelle Salon fire on December 29th, where approximately 1,500 square feet of roof collapsed due to a fire at the salon. As there was a language barrier, our Fire Prevention Bureau stayed on scene to assist with contacting renovation companies and insurance companies to help the owner move forward in the recovery process. Thank you also to the multiple mutual aid services on scene, obviously including our own police department, Olmsted Township, Olmsted Falls, North Ridgeville, Westlake, Bay Village, Fairview Park, and Rocky River safety personnel as well. Reflecting on the strength of our community and the dedication of those who serve it every day, I'd like to thank those who joined us on December 27th for the inauguration and reception at Springvale, honoring our city officials here and our school officials and the clerk of the Rocky River Municipal Court. And we also have a warm welcome for our Ward 4 Councilwoman Carr and for our Director of Finance, Director Radiff. In other news, the city closed on the sale of the Forest School property last week, and construction crews will mobilize this week to begin the installation of the roads, water, sewer, and stormwater infrastructure on that site. Our Economic Development Director is awaiting a full construction schedule from Dries, and we will share that with all council members once we've obtained that. While winter weather begins its continued challenges, further highlighting the teamwork and commitment that keep North Olmsted moving safely forward. Throughout this month, our service department worked tirelessly to clear snow and maintain safe roadways during the past few winter storms. And over the holidays, for example, on December 30th, we had 7 trucks on the road from 10 p.m. until 6 a.m., and on the 31st, from 4 p.m. until 9 a.m. the next day, we had 14 trucks out and 4 more called out additionally from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. Their long hours and quick response ensure residents can travel safely, and we're grateful for all of their continued efforts, because it probably will snow again before the spring. And finally, in our senior center news, the community cabin programs continue through the cold months for our senior residents with events for a What's Cookin' Wednesday on January 14th, an art program designed to encourage our staff and our senior center members alike to try something new and express their creativity. Those are on Wednesdays in January, the 7th and the 21st. And also the Wii Bowling League. I don't know if any of you remember that game, Wii, but they have a huge setup there in the senior center. That bowling league starts the week of January 12th. I know that Councilman Shimsky could probably give some people a run for their money, so he might want to join them. Pizza lunch is provided. And once again, to all council members and to our residents, I thank you for your continued trust and engagement as we begin this new year together. And that, Mr. President, concludes my report.
Thank you, Mayor. Director of Law Garreau, do you have a report this evening?
Just to extend my best wishes to Councilwoman Carr and to Director Keegan Radiff for a good year and a strong start. So nothing further.
Thank you. And Director of Finance Radif, do you have a report this evening?
Thank you, Mr. President. I do. I just wanted to take a minute. Thank you for the opportunity to provide my first report as Director of Finance. I wanted to begin briefly by acknowledging my predecessor who served the city for 28 years. That tenure contributed to a finance department that is starting off on strong footing. And I especially appreciate inheriting a finance team of the highest quality that is ready to proceed full steam ahead. Their depth of experience and institutional knowledge has already proven very valuable, and they have made this transition smooth thus far. Both the finance team and departments throughout City Hall have been welcoming and a huge help in getting me set up and acclimated. Having been in the role for just 3 days, I do not yet have any particularly technical or substantive financial items to report this evening. My initial focus has been on orientation, understanding current priorities, and meeting with staff. Looking ahead, I am excited to take the lead of the finance department and work collaboratively with council and all of City Hall on what lies ahead. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, moving into council committee reports. Councilman Limpert, Chairman of the Building, Zoning, and Development Committee, do you have a report this evening?
I do not have a report this evening, Mr. President. And that's it.
Okay, thank you. Councilman Scarl, Chairman of the Finance Committee, do you have a report this evening?
No report, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Gilchrist, Chairwoman of the Streets and Transportation Committee, do you have a report this evening?
I do not, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Madden, Chairman of the Environmental Control Committee, do you have a report this evening?
No report, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Shimsky, Chairman of the Public Safety, Health, and Welfare Committee, do you have a report this evening?
No report, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you. And Councilman Mari, Chairman of the Intergovernmental Relations Committee, do you have a report this evening?
Yes, I do, Mr. President. Thank you. The Intergovernmental Committee met this evening at 6:30 p.m. Present were all council, with the exception of Councilperson Gilchrist and Mayor Jones. The committee adjourned into executive session to consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee. So at this time, Mr. President, I would move to approve the mayor's reappointments of Lisa Kidd as Director of Human Resources, Max Upton as Director of Economic and Community Development, Tim Pinchek as Director of Recreation and Public Engagement, Jennifer Schofield as Director of Public Safety, and Kevin Carney as Director of Public Service, all serving the term of January 1st, 2026 through December 31st, 2029, and I ask for a second. Second.
Thank you. The motion to approve the reappointment slate of directors as indicated in Councilman Mari's report made by Councilman Mari and seconded by Councilman Shimsky. Roll call, please.
Mr. Murray,
Yes.
Mr. Shimsky,
Yes.
Mr. Scarl.
Yes,
Ms.
with
Carr?
comment.
Oh, I'm sorry. Say it faster.
I'd like to thank all the directors that showed up tonight and went through this process, and I personally look forward to working with each and every one of you for the next 4 years, and thank you for what you do.
Ms. Carr,
Yes.
Mr. Madden,
Yes.
Mr. Limpert,
Yes.
Ms. Gilchrist.
Yes.
That motion passes by a vote of 7-0, and congratulations to all of the directors, and I also look forward to working with you moving forward. Are there any letters or communications to come before council at this time?
No, Mr. President.
Thank you. We will move into audience participation. Thank you for attending tonight's council meeting. Public comment offers the opportunity for members of the public to share information and bring issues and concerns to the attention of city council members. It is not a debate, and public comment speakers should not expect a back and forth exchange. If there is anyone in the audience who would like to address council, please come to the podium, state and spell your name and address for the clerk. If you live in a city other than North Olmsted, please state the name of that city and proceed with your comments. You will have up to 5 minutes.
Hello, Happy New Year. Jeff Sturgeon, 3092 West 231. Couple questions regarding our sidewalk program that we have see we're working on. One is, are we working on that ward by ward? Like, I think it was Ward 4 we're working on this year, or it seemed like last time it was Ward 2. And if that is the case, if you live outside of the ward that we're putting our eye on, would we be allowed to participate in that if you had a sidewalk or two that needed to get replaced to try to get the better rate from the contractor with the city? I don't know if anybody would be able to answer that or get back with me.
Mr. Upton, if you wanted to direct. Mr. President, if the director.
Please.
Through the council president to Mr. Sturgeon, we are not full ward by full ward. It's a lot more manageable to break the wards up into component parts. I will get with the engineer. I don't know if we're able to add individual folks that are outside of the ward, but I will get you an answer on that.
Okay.
The legislation tonight would be to go out to bid. So I can get you an answer as soon as I'm able to speak with our engineer on that.
Okay, thank you. Another thing, I think it'd be important where if there's some way we can do something for our senior citizens that might fall into this. I think if you have a senior citizen that is on a low income or doesn't have much money, and they're being asked to replace a sidewalk, that's not going to be high in their priority list. And if you have somebody who's struggling to put food on their table and just to live in this city, I think the last thing we need to do is say, you need to replace your sidewalk. I don't know if there's any way we can come up with some kind of a program where we could help pay for that for limited people that are a senior citizen, low income, something like that. I just think that we could lose some senior citizens that maybe they couldn't be able to afford to live here. And I just think back years ago, we had a human resource director at that time Don Copeland, and if something like this, that guy always found a way, whether it be a grant or some way, something to do. I noticed that the city is going to be getting paid if they do this sewer thing, the electric thing, and they said they're going to be getting paid yearly, and it sounds like that's going to happen to go on generator. Well, maybe some of that money or something could get used to help pay for senior citizens and special needs to help pay for a sidewalk. And I just would love to see some kind of program or something to help just that only. I don't want to see an older person have to worry about that when they're struggling. My mother moved out of North Olmsted after living here for 50-something years because she didn't have much money, and she was proud and didn't want to take money from her kids or anything. And thank God all of her sidewalks were new at the time, but one of the reasons she left was she couldn't afford the taxes and stuff. And so she went to a different county, and then I lost her shortly after that. And I just think that right now, if she was alive and she had I would help her, but she probably wouldn't take my money. But I'd like to see the city, in cases like this, please work on something to help anybody that needs that. Thank you very much.
Good evening. Happy New Year. I'm Robert Sharp, SHRP 25407 Butternut Ridge. I just have two written reports I'd like to submit for the record. Of course, reference Stearns Row, if I may, to the clerk. And that's all I have tonight. I just want to submit these reports. They're a little bit updated, and I may amend them and submit more in the future, but this is what I have tonight. Thank you.
Mr. Sharp. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Donald Primish, Primosch. I live at 6064 Stafford Drive, North Olmsted, Ohio, 44070. This is about the house at 6078 Stafford. School's out. Monday, the 22nd, 11:30. Came out of the house, jumped in the car. On the driveway, going to go down to Giant Eagle, get some food. I see the girl with the long hair again whacking the balls into the front yard, the front of the house. And then it comes off, and then she whacks it again twice into the aluminum siding, about 15 foot high. Too many times the balls bounce and come over my property, hit my car, hit my house. All right. At 4 p.m., Sammy, the boyfriend, comes home. He picks up all the kids and takes off with them. Amen. They're gone. All right. But he didn't take the girl with the long hair. That's the girl that's whacking the ball into the house. At 5:30 on Monday, 5:30, it's now dark. That's when the roaches come out, and when it's dark. The girl with the long hair and the blonde at 6238, the one down the street, the troublemaker, are in front of the yard kicking the ball. The blonde kicks the ball twice over my driveway on the sidewalk area. I told you I don't want to see her back at this house again. Next one, December 24th, you're going to like this one. I'm going to ask you a question. You don't have to answer it. But you all have kids? All you council people have kids? Do you let your kids go out at 1:30 in the morning with their friends and jump on their bikes and ride it up and down the driveway? Well, here we go. December 24th, 1:30 in the morning. This is on camera. I had to work to get it off the camera. Two boys on the sidewalk. One of them, no, wait, let me do this again. Two boys on the sidewalk going north towards my property line. One of them is the woman in that house, 6078 Stafford. The other one might be on Chrisman. They're buddies. These are two out of a pack. There's 6 of them that ride in a pack. Both of them are in a black hoodies, about the same height. I couldn't tell you who was who, all right? One of them is on the electric bike, and they are on my sidewalk passing the property line. Remember I told you about how I put down all that plastic sealer all over the sidewalk and the driveway, and now I have all those marks all over the sidewalk and the apron. $400 a year to put down the sealer, hand roll it. 6 years. 6 years times $400, that's $2,400. Where the boy does a wheelie and skids the rear tire, and now there's another mark on my sidewalk. Both of them went down to the apron. Well, they dropped the bike down. Both of them went down to the apron, then went out in the street and went home. Both of the adults are home. The woman in the house drives an F-150 Ford pickup truck. It's on the driveway. The boyfriend drives a black Lincoln. It's across the street on the curb. They're both home. Letting their kids out at 1:30 in the morning. Last one I have for you here. December 25th, Christmas. 4 p.m. The kids in this house at 6078 Stafford, the boy and his small sister, kicking balls 10 feet from the property line. There's no fence. I can't put the fence in because the gas line's on the property line. I can't get the gas line moved. The boy is kicking the ball into the paneling on the front of the house. It's there's a on the north side of the house you have a window, and then right here about 5 feet there's the edge of the house. He kicks it right in there, hits that side, bang! It comes off, and they both run away, and they go play by his driveway. See, they don't play by his. They play by my property line where there's no fence. All right. Now, the last thing I'm going to say to you, I looked up North Olmsted laws on trespassing, okay, because I didn't know, and I Googled it. And I'm just going to read this little paragraph, and I'm done, okay?
Mr. Primish, I'm sorry, that's 5 minutes.
Okay, I'll get you next week, next time. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, seeing no other comments from the audience, we will now move into legislation.
Legislation on third reading, Resolution 2025-123, introduced by Mayor Jones, a resolution authorizing the Director of Recreation and Public Engagement to advertise for bids for the award of a contract to provide construction services for the Springvale dredging project as detailed in specifications on file, and authorizing the mayor following approval of the Board of Control to enter into a contract for same with the lowest and best bidder.
Mr. President,
Councilman Scarl.
I move to adopt 2025-123 and ask for a second.
Second.
Motion to adopt resolution 2025-123 made by Councilman Scarl, seconded by Councilman Limpert. Roll call, please.
Mr. Scarl,
Yes.
Mr. Limpert,
Yes.
Ms. Carr,
Yes.
Mr. Shimsky,
Yes.
Mr. Murray,
Yes.
Ms. Gilchrist,
Yes.
Mr. Madden.
Yes.
Resolution 2025-123 is adopted by a vote of 7-0.
Resolution 2025-124, introduced by Mayor Jones, a resolution declaring the necessity of the construction and repair of certain sidewalks in the city of North Olmsted by the abutting property owners, the construction, repair, and assessment of the cost of sidewalks in certain cases by the city.
Mr. President,
Councilwoman Gilchrist.
at this time, I move to adopt Resolution 2025-124 and ask for a second.
Second.
Motion to adopt resolution 2025-124 made by Councilwoman Gilchrist, seconded by Councilman Madden. Roll call, please.
Ms. Gilchrist?
Yes.
Mr. Madden?
Yes.
Mr. Limpert?
Yes.
Mr. Shimsky?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Ms. Carr?
Yes.
Mr. Scarl?
Yes.
Resolution 2025-124 is adopted by a vote of 7-0.
Resolution 2025-125, introduced by Mayor Jones, a resolution authorizing the Director of Economic and Community Development to advertise for bids for the award of a contract to provide construction services for the 2026 sidewalk program as detailed in the specifications on file with the Division of Engineering, and authorizing the mayor following approval of the Board of Control to contract for the lowest and best bidder.
Mr. President,
Councilwoman Gilchrist.
at this time, I move to adopt Resolution 2025-125 and ask for a second.
Second.
Motion to adopt resolution 2025-125 made by Councilwoman Gilchrist, seconded by Councilman Madden. Roll call, please.
Ms. Gilchrist?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Mr. Scarl?
Yes.
Ms. Carr?
Yes.
Mr. Shimsky?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Mr. Limpert?
Yes, with comment. Mr. President, I will, having going through this process a few years now and a few cycles, the sidewalk program, I've heard a number of residents over the years about the cost and sidewalk versus other things. I'll be working with my colleagues that hopefully we'll be able to come up with something that takes some action around the cost factor that residents have raised. Thank you.
Thank you. Resolution 2025-125 is adopted by a vote of 7-0.
Legislation on first reading, Resolution 2026-1, a resolution authorizing the Director of Recreation and Public Engagement to advertise for bids for the award of a contract to provide construction services for the Springvale Ballroom entrance renovation project as detailed in specifications on file, and authorizing the mayor following approval of the Board of Control to enter into a contract for same with the lowest and best bidder.
Mr. President, I introduce and place on first reading.
Resolution 2026-2, a resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract with the Cuyahoga County Board of Health to provide services for complying with stormwater management plan requirements.
Mr. President, I introduce and place on first reading.
Resolution 2026-3, a resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with NRG Curtailment Solutions, Inc. to provide electric demand response provider services at the wastewater treatment plant for applicable programs available from PJM Interconnection LLC relating to energy, capacity, and other ancillary services.
Mr. President, I introduce and place on first reading and request suspension of the rule requiring 3 readings and formal committee review.
Mr. President,
Councilman Madden.
I want to make a motion to waive the rule requiring 3 readings on this and formal committee review. This was covered during the caucus session this evening. Mr. Blum, the supervisor from the wastewater treatment plant, explained the program. There's no cost to the city for participating in the program, which is offered to incentivize electricity customers to temporarily reduce or shift their power usage during peak demand times, helping to stabilize the grid, lower costs, and support clean energy. Mr. Blum also indicated that it's going to usually net out to be about a $20,000 savings to the city by participating in this program. So I ask for a second.
Second.
Motion to suspend the rules requiring 3 readings and formal committee review for Resolution 2026-3 is made by Councilman Madden and seconded by Councilman Mari. Roll call, please.
Mr. Madden?
Yes.
Mr. Mari?
Yes.
Ms. Gilchrist?
Yes.
Mr. Limpert?
Yes, with comment. We provide a reason for suspension, and there's a deadline on this. And this suspension was chosen over emergency clause.
Mr. Shimsky?
Yes.
Mr. Scarl?
Yes.
Ms. Carr?
Yes.
That motion passes by a vote of 7-0. If there's anyone in the audience who wishes to address council regarding Resolution 2026-3 only, please approach the podium now.
Question, wonder if you can tell me, you said we're gonna have a savings of about 20,000. Is that a savings or a payment of $20,000?
Will, Mr. President,
Councilman.
Mr. Blum indicated that it will be as a payment to the city. It's not an actual savings. It's a.
Okay, so it's a payment of is that an annual payment, or is that based on, per instance, that we have to go to switch to generator?
Well, the savings is a result of us going to generator power during those times.
So over the
reduce
course of a year, we should anticipate around $20,000 payment from this company to come in from that.
Correct.
Do we know how often that this is going to run? Or could it be like if they in the midsummer when peak power, do we have to go to generator for a week or so? Because one thing to consider is these generators, like Mr. Blum was saying in the meeting, if it's running for a week and stuff, it is wear and tear on these generators. Okay, so $20,000 a year. I know we just bought a generator for the fire station for $125,000, I think it was. Okay, so I mean, if it's just basically paying for the generator, I don't know if it's such a good thing. I do like the $20,000. If we do get that, I would like to see it go towards, like what I said earlier, sidewalk money for older people. But that's just a couple questions I was wondering about this. Okay, we don't know how often, roughly, would it be a week, a month, or just a few days that these generators could be running? We have no idea.
Mr. President.
Councilman Lippert.
Yeah, so I believe Mr. Blum noted that we would be running those from a just operating perspective to keep, generators running once a month anyway. So the cycle time on the generators, from what Mr. Blum explained to us as council, would not be accredited or accretive. Somebody help me out with the definition. Wouldn't be any additional capacity than what was expected for regular maintenance from a monthly basis is what was explained to us in the caucus meeting.
Is that $20,000 on top of the fuel that he mentioned in the meeting back there? So that we get fuel money to cover the fuel and $20,000 payment also then, correct?
Yep.
All right. Thank you.
Mr. President.
Oh, Councilman Madden.
I'd like to make a motion that we adopt 2026-003 and ask for a second.
Second.
Motion to adopt Resolution 2026-3 made by Councilman Madden, seconded by Councilman Mari. Roll call, please.
Mr. Madden,
Yes.
Mr. Mari,
Yes.
Ms. Carr,
Yes.
Mr. Scarl,
Yes.
Ms. Gilchrist,
Yes.
Mr. Shimsky,
Yes.
Mr. Lippert.
Yes, with comment. In the caucus meeting, I thought we could suspend because I wouldn't anticipate any additional questions. But Mr. Sturgeon, you proved me wrong. So thanks for bringing those questions up in the meeting. But yes.
Resolution 2026-3 is adopted by a vote of 7-0. Moving into scheduling committee meetings for Tuesday, January 13th, 2026. I'm going to schedule a committee of the whole for next Tuesday at 7 p.m. to discuss the council committee reorganizations. I anticipate the meeting will not last more than 5 minutes. Councilman Lippert, would you like to schedule a building, zoning, and development committee meeting?
I would, Mr. President. Thank you. I'd schedule building zoning development at 7:05 p.m. to 7:15, and that will be to address Resolution 2025-115, which has been held in committee. I ask that the Economic Development Director be present and any other of the mayor's designees.
Thank you. Councilman Scarl, would you like to schedule Recreation, Public Parks, and Buildings Committee meeting?
I would, Mr. President, thank you. I'd like to schedule in Recreation Public Parks 2026-001. It's a resolution authorizing the Director of Recreation and Public Engagement to advertise for bids for the award of a contract to provide construction services for the Springvale Ballroom entrance renovation project as detailed in specification on file, and authorizing the mayor, following approval by the Board of Control, to enter into a contract for the same with the lowest and best bidder. I'd like to schedule that from 7:15 to 7:20. Ask that the rec director and any other mayor designee be present for that.
Okay, and Councilman Scarl, staying with you, would you like to schedule a Finance Committee meeting?
Yes, Mr. President, thank you. I'd like to schedule finance for, I think it's resolution, right? Yeah. Resolution 2025-128. It's about hiring our new labor negotiator for the contracts that will be forthcoming. And I'd like to schedule that finance from 7:20 to 7:25. Ask that the HR director and safety director and any other mayor designee be present for that. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Shimsky, for a Public Safety, Health, and Welfare Committee meeting.
Yes, Mr. President, I'd like to schedule a public safety meeting for 7:25 to 7:27 to discuss Let's Go Painting LLC liquor permit 05133-104-1 and ask that the public safety director be present or a designee. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Madden, for scheduling a Environmental Control Committee meeting.
Thanks, Mr. President. Yes, I'd like to schedule the Environmental Control Committee meeting at 7:27 until completed to discuss 2026-002 and ask for the mayor and her designee to be present.
Thank you. And then Councilman Mari for Intergovernmental Relations Committee meeting.
Thank you, Mr. President. Yes, I would like to schedule the Intergovernmental Relations Committee meeting for Tuesday, January 13th, starting at 6:50 to discuss the mayor's appointment of Gretchen Schuler to the Building and Zoning Board of Appeals Commission and the reappointments of Anthony D'Alessandro and Jennifer Kalin to the Planning and Design Commission, and Lori Kirschner and Mark Mallett to the Arts Commission. That would go from 6:50 to 7 p.m., and I would ask that the mayor and any of her appointees be present, please. Thank you.
Thank you. With the agenda being completed and there being no further business to come before council, this meeting of January 6th, 2026